Hi. I am going to begin with some music from Jacob's Ladder, the movie, the theme music, and set it to a certain uh, artistic thought I have, and I lead it into a nice discussion. All right. It is said that Gwydion God, the Almighty, the Welsh magician, made the beautiful version of the goddess Blodawed with 9 flowers. Make me a man so pure, so divine, so intelligent, so good, so human, so kind, so capable, so hardworking, so clever, so special, with all good and special traits, including beauty of form and manliness of form. He must be made out of earth, fire, wind, water, destiny, the sun, the stars, the planets, the helpful food giving flora and fauna, and the friendly creations and inventions and discoveries of humankind. I made this wish last night, and scientists, because I said stars, and engineers came to me. But before that, William Wordsworth came to me. The flower beds are coming alive. I'm turning into William Wordsworth, whose poetic mind sang gleefully. Ah, the daffodils and the other flowers. I wish these flowers stretch the expanse of Ontario in Canada as the stars in the Milky Way. If the stars twinkle in the night sky, The flowers bring out the flower maiden in me, and I'm 55 years of age. Femme me fleur, a très femme fatale, who needs her husband, who may intellect, but I have a femme engineer in me, who is femme seduction, seducante, billettoitre, seducante, moi amore, love, 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 work, work, and rewarding work. I love my springtime, and I am a part-time lover, a full-time worker who needs to be paid. Work is equal to force multiplied by distance. Love, with its electricity, is equal to Q1 Q2 by d squared. The volts of voltage generating the electric current between you and I knows the resistance of myself being hard to get. V equals IR. I urge you to watch this movie. You will never know what's coming in the end. I will first share because I chose Jacob's Ladder, the painting, and it was a tough set because I wanted the Temptations of Christ. It's a Martin Scorsese movie. I was reminded by the internet, and the music in The Temptations of Christ is by Peter Gabriel. He was married to Sinead O'Connor, and both of them are unfortunately dead. And I chose these two, or it could have been Jethro's Divinities, which has a bit of a Hindu beat. Excuse me, I beg your pardon. I will show you Jacob's Ladder. It's a painting by William Blake. And see all the women. Jacob is asleep there. And he has to wake up, and you can read more. The Temptations of Christ. You can familiarize yourself with on the internet. I myself don't know all this in detail because I have a Hindu background, But I've been learning a little bit, and I chose this painting by Lorenzo Lotto, Christ and the woman taken in adultery, thinking that this is Mary Magdalene. This it's this. Oh my God, I'm going away. It's this the second painting on the side. You can see. I mean, the other one has a child. So all of them have sinned, and Christ is sort of blessing them and washing away the sin, extreme evil by his goodness, by his goodness. So, okay, that being done, I'll go to a bit of surprise mathematics and then lead it to a short discussion. Waffle? Anyone? Okay, I have to. All right, I want to open it. You don't need to see a waffle. There's a grid, and I thought today I was eating a waffle for breakfast, and I thought that the waffle 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe I should show it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we do the diagonal on both sides and add the numbers on the two diagonals you can try this out. It's 1 plus 6 plus 11 plus 16, and the other one is 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13, and both of them equal 34. Magic number, magic square, magic number. Yeah, 34. 34 was the year I had my car, and yeah, 34th birthday. I had my car by then for like 6 months because I picked it up, my leased car, my leased Mazda Protege, and that year came my last paycheck, and then because I was an employment insurance, and from the company relocation back to Toronto from Ottawa with my son, and that came, and then since then, it's just been a drought in my life. The harder I work, the more I am not sort of being able. But I'm not asking exorbitant sums, but that's a familiar refrain. We'll save it for another time. Here goes. I looked up a pyramid. I thought with a pyramid, I could first do the for the shadow of the pyramid because I have a triangle. I showed it to you in one of my workaholic, shopaholic, sexaholic episodes. This is the pyramid I showed you, and it makes a shadow. And I don't know if you can quite see the shadow. Yeah, you can see the shadow. It was making a right angle dash, depending on the time of the day, right? It was making a right angle triangle too. And I said scientist Pythagoras had to come to me. Pythagoras, Archimedes, Aryabhata stars, and I researched the string theory, etc., on the internet, and Euclid, Euclidean space, R to the power D, it has to be 4, D has to be 4-dimensional real-time space, real space, and and I looked up about a paper about a particle physics lab beneath a Mexican pyramid. It's written by James Dacey. I'm so sorry. I did not look up the engineer. He measured. This was James Dacey himself. I read it in detail about the Sun Pyramid and the Moon Pyramid in Mexico. And in the Sun Pyramid, they had there's a tunnel, and there they had the observatory, which measured the mass of muons. Muons on the Earth's surface are produced as secondary radiation when cosmic rays interact with the Earth's atmosphere. Muons, Leon Lederman's book, The God Particle, and the internet says uh, are 207 times heavier in mass than electrons. Of course, you all know photons have no rest mass. So my gut instinct is that E equals mc squared, but this man measured the mass of muons. That the paper did not say. Maybe that's why I did not write down the engineer's name, or he is the engineer. James Dacey himself has penned the article, and 20. And before I forget, I must make a correction. My previous video was by Stan Getz and Oscar Peterson and not Miles Davis. All right, it was set to the song and the dance because the CD cases were mixed, I think, and I got all confused. Besides, I'm listening with a different ear, not to recognize. I'm not too good at jazz. Rock also, I'm beginning to miss, miss here and there. Anyways, coming back to the discussion, uh, I don't know how it was Leon Lederman right? Is the internet right? So this person must have found out because he had his observatory inside the Sun Pyramid in Mexico, and it was shaped. It's uh, uh, shaped like a claw, big claw. The observatory, the measuring device, and but my own thought is that E equals mc squared. So it's an electron. So 207 times, of course. So energy is also going to be 207 times that of the what electron produces, and photons have no rest mass. So photons are measured, the mass of photons are measured with reference to the velocity of light. And I'm thinking since the muons come from cosmic rays, they could be also dependent on the velocity of light. And so it would be, their mass would be dependent on, um, would be expressed as energy um, multiplied by c to the power minus 2. So that would be what the muons say. Muons, yeah, and I next my next experiment. I may come back to this because I tried to measure myself with a small, like with a. I thought I was naive enough to think collisions, right? Collisions produce. That's what Leon Lederman's book said. Collisions produce quantum particles, and muons result collisions underneath the cosmic rays. Well, we have cosmic rays in some, we have light penetrating the home. So, yeah, and I'm not referring to the electric light, which we need because it's a dull day. But and I tried two magnets. Earth is a magnet, and I tried banging them together. Nothing happened. You need expensive detectors to get these things done. Two stones together, a little bit of stone particles came down. Is this a sedimentary rock or a metamorphic rock? This is, I think, a piece of brick, maybe clay, piece of clay, and it did not. It was inconclusive, and so Supermagnet Man George Gizet said on the internet, a YouTube video, that you could measure the power of a magnet with a gas meter. What you use to measure in your home, I guess, what the technicians measure at home. But I have this air pressure indicator bought from a convenience store. I don't know, I couldn't find it. So I thought that it might aid my, if I would bang the magnet and then see and then place it on the magnet and see how far it would go, but things the magnetic power would change the air pressure setting because air is a gas. I mean, air has nitrogen and oxygen, so that but it did not. I could not even find the air pressure indicator. You can try it out. Magnets are cheap. Home Depot, a pressure indicator, your convenience store, and or Canadian Tire, and that should work. So and next, I just wanted to say this about string theory and of course, quantum particle theory. Quantum particle theory is like cotton candy. In string theory, we all know more so than we learned in physics and engineering about string theory because of the Big Bang theory, Sheldon Cooper's area of study. The others are also smart. They're all physics and engineers, but one engineer, but he his pet theory is the string theory, and string theory could be your Wheaties or Triscuits and joined together. You should join them, take them apart, and then that's the string theory. That's how each particle stretches out and becomes a string. What becomes a string? Watch some videos on the internet. I even looked up the Sudbury Observatory, um, uh, s- uh, which was which was trying to measure neutrinos that also come from the sun's core. And at some point in time, they had said that it's the Snow Lab in the Sudbury Observatory. They had said that neutrinos are dark matter, and and hence I thought that there could be dark energy, and I came up with a paper myself measuring it in the dark, measuring patterns in the dark, and it was all fun. But it's on my LinkedIn webpage. You need an official email to access the paper. Now, for a long time, it was all on the internet. Anybody could access it. But I think our mothers and my father is deceased, but my sisters-in-law, my sister could get a little too smart. My brother getting smart is okay. He's an engineer. He deserves to get smart. But the others, a little too smart? I don't think so. Not good, but I would like it back. It would be nice to have my LinkedIn and Facebook web pages back because my old computer is dead. And most of my information, I would have come up with a really powerful paper to present, but I don't have my previous set of data, and it's hard to look it up. And part two, Bridget Katz. And she's an engineer. Bridget, yeah, I guess Bridget. And she tried to see if the fall equinox uh, uh, is the secret to the pyramids near perfect alignment, the pyramids of Giza now, here. And this whole study, she's reporting, and the study was conducted by Glenn Dash, and he's published it in the Journal of Ancient Egyptian Architecture. And this is with reference to autumnal equinox. And in Egypt, autumn is really not is nice, I guess, for them because then they get out of the heat. And it says 1/15 of 1 degree. So the experiment is a tall little little stick or pole, and the pattern it makes through the day. And I tried making this. Let me see if I can get this here. My we're going there. We're going there. There is the thing. Please. I've referred to it in a talk. I have a maple leaf drawn on it. I even bought a rotor, and there's this little rod there, and it's resting on a groove I made on the maple leaf shaped maple leaf drawn, this rectangle, and it's in a box. The rotor, it did not function, but I guess my husband's also sleep sensitive. I'm also have also become like that way, and it turning, turning. It's churning its metal wheels would wake him up. So it would not be good, or wake me up too. So that would not be good. So, but anyway, it made a pattern, it made a little arc about 4 to 5 hours. You're actually supposed to measure it from 12 hours, morning till night, 12 to 15 hours, 4 to 5 hours. And I got 1 degree. Here they had gotten 1/15 of 1 degree, better than which is better than 4 minutes of our time, And 4 to 5 hours, I got 1 degree measurement, uh, sort of like this way. And I took the second point as my reference to measure the angle with a protractor. And 1 degree is equal to 0.017 radians, which is 58.44 arc minutes. And no, I have to get this right. 1 degree is which means so uh, each arc minute is 60 seconds. Got that right? Thought I got that right. Yes, it's 60 seconds. And next, this one on the counter, the way the Egyptians measured the area of the triangle, Pythagoras game. I have said that the man is a magnificent form. I have not dwelt on the woman in me, who is a magnificent form, all created to perfection. Well, I had a C-section too. You know, it aids. I gave aids, but other ways, not so, not so. I think because I've learned upon connecting. I learned this from a um, medical source or a technical source, and I'm connecting. And over the years, I think it's all sort of not good. God was not kind to me. But not only did I go through labor, my water broke, went through Halloween day completely in labor, and then right after Halloween passed, I was taken in for a C-section and cesarean delivery, and nobody even spoke to my husband, sympathized, or completely abandoned to my own devices. But that's okay. I began to make engineering, writing, not that I hadn't made by then because I was in graduate school, engineering, writing, and art more of my friend. And my husband is a wonderful man, needless to say. Has his rough edges, but yeah, uncut diamond. And no, I'm just sometimes his friends invade my mind, and I start laughing, a little out of sync. So, anyways, so this triangle I placed on the kitchen counter with the sunlight, and then it made a shadow, another equilateral triangle shadow, and then it made an isosceles triangle when I extended my hand with a pen, with a pencil, because I was drawing the scale, but it says with a ruler, this is setting it to the dimensions, and well, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle. Uh, would this give you the right area of the triangular, square-based triangular pyramid I had? Um, the equilateral triangle, 1 inch side, base 1.1 inch, height zero point 0.7 inch. A little away from it with the extended hand, a little distance away, a little space away. 1.1 inch in base, 1.25 inch side, height 1 inch. And it's an exercise for you, the students who are watching. Is this going to be an equal? Give the surface area. Oh yeah, surface area of the square-based triangular pyramid. Have fun, everyone. Signing off, Gayatri B. Sitaram.